We did just get a lot of good rain here. Just taking you around just to kind of see the path of the water here. We're gonna stay on this side, I think, for right now. All right, you can see that the water comes from the downhill here, comes from up over here. Both of these spaces to fill here. And then it used to overflow. The last couple times we were here, we've been adding rocks and debris and building up the back here so that it doesn't immediately flow over. But right now it's still flowing into here, flowing down through there and into the grape and beyond. Let's just wander this way and then we'll come back around so you can see our beautiful first rain of the monsoon of 2026. It was coming down pretty hard there. Still a lot of sunlight and sunshine. Didn't see any rainbows, but I'm sure there was probably one out here. But you can see how this is very sandy and it holds a lot of moisture here. I mean, it'll be gone pretty soon, but you can see where the path of the water comes from down the hill. And while this row of rocks was so important, the cows keep kind of destroying it, but it's slowing the water down, allowing it to go through into the wash area here and down into the second pond. The first pond's over there. Wow, that was a beautiful strike there. But yeah, things are looking pretty good here on the homestead, and we had a rabbit basically devastate most of our plants here. I gotta get some little cages for it, but they're starting to come back. So that's the Arizona blanket flower. There's another one over there, and there's a few more throughout this space. Mexican Rorelia is nearly flowering. You can kind of see the little flower spots. It hasn't happened yet, but hopefully get a nice little hedge of it here. Cucumber there is still alive, even though the other one got eaten. Our penstemon is looking all right. I wish it would do a little bit more, but maybe it takes a minute for the heat to kind of settle in with it. All this stuff is doing pretty damn good, actually. Baby lemons, I don't think made it, but there might be one in there. It's just looking pretty rough. You can see the flow coming down from up there where the stuff is. There's a fig over here and there, just beyond here. And then you can see our little check dam here that we built a while back is catching the water and slowing it down a little bit. We probably need to do a little bit more with that. But you can see over here that one of the common lilies is already starting to try to flower. Still not catching it all, but again, I'm going to create a rock pathway through here that's going to help slow that down, and then we'll do a overflow here with nice rocks, kind of probably up the hillsides on both sides here, and then a small catch pond, and then we'll continue the swales on this side of the hill going that way, and we'll start some swales on this side of the hill. Gotta love the water here in Arizona. Got some flowers going here, one of the zinnias and the verbena there. The grapes coming back. It did get eaten again the second time. We've been pretty vigilant, so we'll see. Moss baby rose there. A couple of flowers that aren't doing the best. Compost that's working out pretty well. We got potatoes and tomatoes and all kinds of things in there. It wasn't intentional per se, but it is what it is. We got an eggplant here. Gazania there. Some onions. We've been puttering away at stuff, and we have some more dishes still to do. This gazania is looking pretty good. The Russian sage here is doing great. The carrot oranges getting something's not eating its leaves quite a bit, so I'm not sure, but and then the ground covers next to it are starting to take off here. All right. Tons of pumpkins throughout here. Hard to see them all, to be honest. But they're all over the place throughout here. This stuff is doing pretty good. We got a watermelon over here. Got all kinds of stuff. The Vitex plant that I planted in here is finally coming back, so that'll be interesting to see how that does. She's finally pushing out some new green growth, and the baby's doing great. And Tyler believes that's the bird of paradise plant. It very well could be. We'll find out. But everything's doing great. swale is filling up towards the end right now. I have to come back through with a hoe and pull out some of the sediment that has filled it because it is not performing the way it should. And we'll fix it, and then we're going to work on the next layer down. So here was our update here in Arivaca, Arizona, with our beginning of our monsoon season. Our first rain, and it did pretty well. We got to see how a very small amount of flow goes across the system. It'll be interesting to see a heavy situation. Oh yeah, we got some other little squash, not just pumpkins in here. But like I said, there was a ton of different seeds. So it is what it is. We also got some zucchinis over there. Tomatoes all over. We've been eating tomatoes like crazy. But thanks for checking in, everybody. The sun is back out, and here we go.